Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to discuss the last few questions of Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 2 Extended. It is from May-June 2021 0580 and the component is 2-1. We have already seen the questions from 1 to 12 in the previous video. So let's discuss the last few questions in this video. Here is the question number 13. On a map, a lake has an area 32 centimeters square. The scale of the map is 1:24,000. Calculate the actual area of the lake. Give your answer in kilometers square. And we know that scale means it is going to be linear. Means we can say it is 1 centimeter is equivalent to 24,000 centimeter. So if the area is given 32 centimeters square, since it is a square, so we have to do the square of both the side. And area on the map is 32 centimeters square. So for the actual area, this is going to be 24,000 and it would be square. This is the actual area. I will write AA. Actual area is 32 times the area. So area means 24,000 square. And we don't have to solve it till now. And now it is going to be in the centimeter square because the area on the map is centimeter square. So we have simply converted. We use the scale. So next is we require our answer in kilometer square. So we know 1 centimeter is 1 over 100 meter, and 1 over 100 as it is meter is 1 over 1000 kilometer. So if we take the square, so 1 centimeter square is same as 1 over, this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 0, and then kilometer square, and this is also going to be square. So 1 centimeter square is this many kilometers square. So it is 32 into 24 into 24. And there are 3 zeros, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and divide by this whole square, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it become in kilometer. So the actual area we can calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it is 1. This is got cancelled, and we got this answer as 32 into 24 into 24 upon 10,000, and we can calculate this from calculator. So this value is coming 1.8432. so it is given directly that you need to give your answer in kilometer square, so we are going to give our answer completely, that is 1.8432. And that's the answer. And here is the question number 14. Y is directly proportional to the square root of x minus 3. So if we write this line mathematically, it says that y is directly proportional to the square root of x minus 3. And if we want to remove this proportionality sign, it would be there would be equality and there would be a proportionality constant, and then it become y equals k times x minus 3. Now it is given when x equals 28, y is 20. So we'll substitute here so that we can get this unknown value, and hence we got 20 equals k times 28 minus 3, and 28 minus 3 is 25, and root 25 is 5, then it becomes 5k, and hence we got k value as 20 over 5, that is 4. So we got k equals 4. We will substitute here because we require the formula, and this become formula y equals 4 times root x minus 3. And once we have the formula, now we can simply find either x or y, whatever they ask. Here they have asked find y when x equals 39. So this y become 4 times x is 39 minus 3, that is 4 times root 36, and 36 is root 36 is 6, so 4 into 6, the answer is 24. Next is question number 15, make H the subject of the formula 2mH equals G times 1 minus H. So there are H at two places. So first of all, we will make it independent and then we'll bring it one side. So left hand side is 2mH, that's fine. But right hand side we have to split, that is G into 1 is G and minus G into H is GH. Now we need to take H one side because we are making it as a subject. So it becomes 2mH minus plus, because this is minus, this side it would be plus GH equals G. Now we will take H common because we are going to make it as a subject, so it becomes 2m plus G equals G, and hence we will get, by taking it into, sending it into the denominator, H equals G over 2m plus G, and that's the H as a subject. It is H in terms of M and G. Here's the question number 16, A part. Find the gradient of line L. So for gradient, if we have the line given directly, so we'll choose the two known points. This is the best way because the gradient of line is rise upon run. So this is a known point because we can see this is going to be 0, 2 and not here anywhere, but this point is also known. So why we choose it? So that we can why we choose the known point, so that we can get the exact value of rise and run. So rise means if you want to go from this place to this place or this place to this place, how you traveled. And if you are going in this direction, it is positive direction. If you are going back in this direction, it is negative direction. Similarly, if you are going up, it is positive direction. If you are going down, it is negative direction. So I am going to reach from this place to this place, and this is rise, and you can see 1 2 3. This is a rise of 3 unit, and run means we are going in the back direction, this direction, so it is going to be negative, and it is 1 2 3 4, so it is negative 4. So the gradient of line is 3 over minus 4, that is minus 3 over 4. That's the gradient. B part is find the equation of line L in the form of y equals mx plus c, and we know that this c is y intercept. This c is y intercept, so we have m because the gradient of line equation of line require the gradient of line and y intercept, and from the diagram we can see this line is intersecting the y-axis, that is the y-intercept is 2, so we can directly write the equation of line this form: y equals minus 3 by 4 x plus 2, and that's the answer in this form. So it is minus 3 by 4 x plus 2. For the C part, find the equation of the line that is perpendicular to the line L, passes through the point 12, minus 7. Give your answer in the form of y equals mx plus c. So first of all, gradient of perpendicular line is going to be negative reciprocal of gradient of, I'll write grade means gradient of line, and in this case it is line L. So from the previous part we have seen the gradient of line L is minus 3 by 4, so negative reciprocal would be 4 by 3 directly, or we can solve in this way: minus 1 upon minus 3 by 4, minus got cancelled, 4 goes up, so it is 4 by 3. So we will substitute it here, we get y equals 4 over 3 x plus c. Now all we need is this c value, but it is for this it is given that the line, this point is passing through this line, so it means this has to satisfy these points. So y is 12, it means it is 12 equals 4 over 3, oh sorry, y is not 12, y is minus 7, so it is minus 7 equals 4 over 3 times 12 plus c. I substituted this x value as 12 and y value as minus 7, so 3 and 4 ja, so we got minus 7 as 4 4 ja 16 plus c or from here C becomes 16 goes that side, minus 7 minus 16 is minus 23. So the equation of line become, now we had the equation of line, we were missing C, so now we have it, so it is 4 by 3x minus 23, and that's the equation of perpendicular line to L. Question number 17. A bag contains 3 blue buttons, 8 white buttons, and 5 red buttons. 2 buttons are picked at random from the bag without replacement. Work out the probability that the two buttons are either red or white. So this probability is required probability is finding, it's like finding the probability that first button is not blue, first button is red, second button is also red, or first button is white and second button is also white. And since it is without replacement, and we know the probability means the number of favorable item upon total item. So if we talk about red, and or means plus in the probability. So first button is red, it means it is 5 because there are 5 red buttons over total, and total are 3 plus 8 plus 5, that is 3, 8, 11 plus 5, 16. So 5 over 16, and because the next one is also a red button. Now since it is without replacement, we had one red button already, so there are only 4 red buttons, and total also got decreased by 1, so 4 over 15. Or this is the one case. Now again, either this or the another case, or the another case is both are white. So now we have 8 white initially, so 8 over 16, because initially the total number of buttons were, because these two are the different cases. So once it is done, now we will check for this case. So 8 over 16, and then one button gone, so it is 7, and then total number is also decreased, and it is this. So it is 9 over 16 into 5, 16 into 15 is 240, and here 9 5 4 are 20, not 9, 20, and 9 8 7 are 56 over 240, and then denominator is same. So first of all we will calculate this, adding the numerators, 20 and 56 is 76, and 76 upon 240, we can directly write our answer from the calculator. It is coming 90 over 60. So we will get the marks for this and the final calculation for this. 18th question. S is a point on PQ such that PS is to SQ is 4:5, means this is 4 and this is 5. Find OS vector, means we require to find this vector. OS means this direction, vector means the magnitude and direction, so this is the direction OS in terms of A and B in its simplest form. So the best way is to solve this, like first of all let's write what we need to find. And OS vector means initial point to terminal point, O to S we want to go. So first of all we can go from O to Q, so it is O to Q, and then Q to S. So now we can see we have already B value, all we need is QS. So for QS we can have this total, and that is QP vector, and QP vector means Q to P from the known path, so we'll go from Q to O and then O to P vector, and Q to O is minus B because this is the another direction, minus B vector, and O to P is A vector. So altogether we got this as A vector minus B vector. So if this total is A vector minus B vector, this total vector, and we want from Q to S only, so it's like the total is 4 to 5, and if we want this share, we take it as 5 over total of the total share, total length, like let's say it is X, so we take it as X. Here in this way QS would be 5 over 9, total 5, 4, 9 of the same direction, that is QP vector. So it is 5 over 9 times A vector minus B vector. So we will simplify this. It is B vector plus 5 over 9 times A vector minus 5 times 9 B vector. We have B vector, so we will simplify. So we got 5 by 9 A vector, and B minus 5 by 9, 9 ones are 9 minus 5, that is going to be 4 over 9 B vector. So be careful when we calculate the vectors, sum of the vectors. B minus 5 by 9B, it's like solving x minus 5 by 9x. So it is 1 times x, so it is 1 times B. 9 1 is 9 minus 5, so 9b minus 5b is 4b upon 9, so it is this, and we will write this answer: 5 by 9 A vector plus 4 by 9 B vector. 18th question, sketch the diagram. The part is sketch the graph of y equals tan x for 0 to 360 degree. So we already have some values of tan, that tan 0 degree is 0, tan, the known values, there is 90. We know that tan 90 is 1 upon 0, not defined. Not defined means if there is an asymptote. There is an asymptote at 90. And then similarly at 180 it is 0, tan 180 it is 0, and tan 270 it is again 1 by 0, and 360 it is 0. So we can mark these points. This is 0, and at 90, if we see this is 90, let's say, so if this is 90, so it would come somewhere here, because this is going to meet at infinity. So first part would be this, and since it is an asymptote, we will not get any continuous curve. So the next curve will start from the below minus infinity, and we will go till there. We will get this point, and then we will come here, because tan 180 is 0, and then at 270 also it is an asymptote, so we will get something like that, and we will go like that. It is periodic curve, so this is going to be the curve of tan x from 0 to 360 degree. B part is solve the equation 5 tan x equals 1 between 0 and 360. So from here it is an equation, so first of all we'll solve tan x as 1 by 5, and from here we know how to find x, the angle. It is going to be tangent inverse of 1 by 5, and we will calculate tangent inverse from calculator. 1 by 5, and this value is coming 11.309 and also it is 11.3 degree. And for tan we know the period is 180, so the other angle, the other solution, you can say other solution is going to be 180 plus 11.3, that is 3, then 1, and then 9, and then 1. So the two values, the two solutions are 11.3 and 191.3. Similarly for sine, the other angles are theta and 180 minus theta. For cos it is theta and 360 minus theta, in between 0 and 360 degree. The distance between two towns is 600 kilometer. Correct to the nearest 10 kilometer. A car takes 8 hours 40 minutes. Correct to the nearest 10 minutes to travel this distance. Calculate the lower bound for the average speed of the car in kilometer per hour. So we have DST, and we are talking about the speed. Speed is distance upon time. So first of all, let's talk about distance. What is distance and what is time? Because it is given, it is correct to 10 kilometer and correct to 10 minutes. So for 600, if we talk about 600 kilometer, correct to 10 nearest 10 meter means going up by 10 meter it is 610 kilometer, and then going down by 10 kilometer it is 590 kilometers. So lower bound would come in between this, and upper bound will come in between this. So the lower bound is the number between 590 and 600 is 595, and upper bound between this number between 600 and 610 is 605. Similarly, for 8 hours and 40 minutes, since it is correct to nearest 10 minutes, so the going down by 10 minutes it is 8 hours 30 minutes, and going up by 10 minutes would be 8 hours 50 minutes. So here would be the lower bound and here would be the upper bound. So we can see it is going to be 8 hours 35 minutes, and here it is 8 hours 45 minutes. That's how we first of all calculate the lower bound and upper bound. Now we require the lower bound of the speed. So lower bound of speed, so we know we will get the lower bound when we divide the lower number by bigger number. So it is going to be lower bound of distance upon upper bound of time, and here the time has to be in the hours. So lower bound we need to calculate 8 hours and 35 minutes. So 8 hours plus 35 over 60, then it become hours. So sorry, we need to calculate the upper bound of the time, not the lower bound. So we'll calculate this. In place of this, we will calculate 8 hours 45 minutes. So lower bound of distance is 595, and we don't need to calculate this. Upper bound of time is 8 hours and 45 minutes. So 8 hours plus 45 over 60, then this become complete hours, and it is in kilometers. So we will solve this now. 595 over, this is 8 plus 45 over 60 is 35 over 4. So 35 comes here and 4 goes up, and the total value is 595 divided by this, so it is 68. So the answer is 68 kilometer per hour. It is the lower bound of the average speed of the car in kilometer per hour. So that's it for this video. This was the last question of this paper. Next video we will see the next components of this. Till then, thank you so much.